it is, T-Law got the eyes of Lee Van Cleef when he go in that field.
Checks it down underneath. That's a crossing route to Christian Kirk. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Christian Kirk to the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
They made a major mistake when they made T-Law go to the spirit of the sky to the oracle of the saber-toothed tiger, and the saber-toothed tiger now has the scepter in his hand, and he been to put every critic to rest. Man, last night I done marinated 2 turkeys. I got my cherry wood getting ready for my smoker. Just got off from work off Pritchard Road. I'm gonna bake me 2 Cornish hens. My special recipe, I call it a Mediterranean Cornish hen. I'm gonna top it off with my homemade Long Island iced tea. And I'm only gonna top it off with 1 red top of Coca-Cola. The Maxwell House coffee will live on forever. Duval!
1010XL 92.5 FM presents Jaguars Today with your hosts Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, Tom McManus, and Dylan Denmark.
Well, all right then. One last go-round in the dusty old building for Jaguars Today. Good morning, everybody. One more visit with Holiday right there to send us on our way. If it's not nailed down, grab it on your way out today. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to like some of the office supplies I see around here.
Okay.
I could use a big box of paper towels.
Yeah,
okay.
right. No doubt.
There's one of those in the kitchen.
They're always usable.
Right now. I mean, there are like 50 rolls in that thing.
Take them.
I'm not taking them.
You've earned it.
I'm not taking them.
You deserve it.
Thanks, Tom.
Take the towels.
Tom's in here. It's like, Tony, if there's
very giving with someone else's property.
Oh, absolutely. Tom's like, if there's a working headset that's in here, I'm going to make sure it's not working by the time that this show is done. He's in here ripping headsets apart.
Gosh.
What are you doing?
I don't know. But I did put it back together. I thought I broke it.
It's kind of pieced together right now. It's on your head. You can hear.
I left my headsets at home. But these usually work pretty well, so I kind of like
whatever gets you through the next 2 hours.
Yeah,
Tommy. Helmets and Heels on remote today, right?
We are, at the Jim Furyk Constellation and Friends.
Furyk and Friends golf tournament.
So we're out there at Timuquana. Looking forward to that.
Very nice. Yep. That's the closest I'll ever get to Timuquana is your visit out there today.
Yeah, I play. You know, it's funny. I played golf out there way when I used to play golf, which was forever ago, but way long time ago.
Yeah.
So it's pretty out there.
Yeah, they say I don't know. I've never been. So hint.
Well, hint. Maybe I'll see if I can get you around.
I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying
somebody might be able to.
Hint. I'm available in hopefully mid-February.
Yeah, right.
So we got postseason to attend to. What about this game last night?
Yeah.
All right. The team that we beat to hell, where their quarterback and their top 2 receivers didn't show up. Plus Ayuk's out. Plus Kittle's out. 8.5-point line.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks the Rams. I would have picked the Rams very high in confidence picks if that game was on the slate this week.
Yeah, think about that.
And they came out and they just Mac Jones to Christian McCaffrey and Kendrick Bourne. And that was the game plan and play good defense. And they did just that. And it's the NFL, man.
You know, what's interesting, too, is the Kendrick Bourne connection. So he's probably throwing to him in practice even when Purdy's healthy and he's backing him up. You know what I mean? That's probably one of his go-to guys, and then they were together in New England, weren't they? I think
yes.
Weren't they together in New England? So he had a little rapport with him going in. So you could tell he was like very comfortable throwing to him. I know Purdy tried. He dropped a couple. He caught a couple. You know, if you remember a week ago against us. So it just seemed. I tell you, like you were talking off air, those first 2 drives, you're like, geez, like right down the field, and it looked pretty not effortless, but very smooth.
You know, I've never, I mean, I'm well aware Kendrick Bourne. I've actually had him on my Sirius XM show before, but I've never really, I don't think, focused in and put it this way, he's probably not had this level of performance too many times, but I mean, this guy's just sitting out on the street.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's Tim Patrick done so far? You know, we gave up a draft pick to go get Tim Patrick. I mean, Kendrick Bourne looked like a legit guy who'd be top 3 on your depth chart the way he played last night. Looked phenomenal.
Yeah, he did. You know, and with, that's one thing I was talking about earlier in the week. I'm like, Tim Patrick's not the bubble screen quick. You know that one they tried this. He's just not that
He's
guy.
He's a high pointed in the end zone.
Yeah,
Big
man.
body, box him out.
Absolutely. And blocker and all that kind of thing. But, yeah, man. So, we'll see. I mean, they've tried to go to him a couple times. Hasn't worked out. But I agree with you, man. We got to get a little bit more production out of Tim Patrick.
Oh,
and
I'm not even expecting anything, when you're that far down the depth chart. I'm just like, I don't think if Tim Patrick was called on to be the focal point of a team's passing game, I couldn't see him putting up the performance that Kendrick Bourne had last night. That was really impressive.
Yeah. Pulling up Kendrick Bourne a little bit here. It's the second 10 reception game of his career.
Okay.
Last night. He had one other one in 2023 against Las Vegas that year, 10 for 89 in that game. And let's see, he's got 15-5 catch nights in his career in the 115 games that he's played.
He's been a solid player. But last night he looked more than solid.
Yeah, but I do think
it's making plays.
Right. I think
night.
a lot of that has to do with exactly what you're talking about, Tommy. Yep. Like there is a comfort for Mac Jones with him specifically, right? Like going back to that other 10-catch game he had, it was with New England in 2023. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's when he did, the one other time that he's done it in his career. So I do think that has a lot to do with it. I don't know that it looks anything like that if Purdy is playing quarterback last night, right? Yep. Like, I just don't know. It does feel like they're comfortable with each other. Mac Jones and Kendrick Bourne are comfortable with each other. That doesn't mean that I don't think...
We should have signed Kendrick Bourne last year then. Right. Damn it.
Right. It doesn't mean that I don't agree that would I rather have Kendrick Bourne or Tim Patrick? Yeah, I'd probably rather have Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, and I'm not even making, big... I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it. I'm just like, wow, this guy is sitting out there. Anybody could have signed him.
They could.
Yeah.
And... There's got to be a team that it's kicking themselves today going, man, I mean, like, he looked legit. That especially that one that he caught short, like made a man miss, broke a tackle, fighting square. Just really, really good performance last night. So Thursday Night Football got us underway. We will do keys to victory today. I think Monday we're just going to ask for specific game predictions. Dylan Denmark got the memo.
Yes, sir.
Grab what you can.
Yep. I got safety glasses.
What do you got? Some safety goggles in there. I saw Hicken was cleaning out his.
I have a
locker.
Check to Dan Hicken. It is $10.10.
Yeah.
Now I can't sign this on the back and put it in my checking account. Correct?
Did he not sign that over to you?
No, he did not. No, if I sign it.
Do we have to explain to
that's fraudulent.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yeah, probably not. Someone might, though, want a check made out to Dan Hicken for $10.10 as
back
like
in 2021
collector's piece. Right? Maybe you could sell that for $20.
Like a charity auction item.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Except just more like a Dylan auction item. Right. He'd be the charity right there. He needs to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he could pocket
there you
20.
go. Throw it up on eBay. See what
nice. Happens. I mean, you got some goggles out of it today, which is fantastic. Who doesn't need an extra pair of safety goggles?
Military grade precision, optical mastery protection you can trust.
Wow, man.
So is even the back open game? Like, I might go on a scavenger hunt.
I don't think take my word for it. I don't think anything is actually fair game. All right, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's a lot of printer paper still in the building. Okay, in unopened packages. That's all I'm saying. And I've noticed that. But I did clean out my locker today. I found some old trading cards because we do the go back in time kind of thing. They were baseball cards, and we had our win a trip to the 1990 spring training. It was in there in the pack, which was nice. So there's some old cards. I found a nice pin. Must have been Lauren or Taylor brought back from the Raiders game last year. It was from Allegiant Stadium, but it had Raiders and Jags logos on it. Nice game day pin. Cool. Nice. Happy to give that to somebody. I don't know.
Sure.
Just and some other junk.
Yeah.
That's basically what was in my locker.
Have you guys been over to the new digs?
Yes.
Yeah. I
haven't seen it.
We're sharing a desk
fully
over
built
here,
out. Oh, you guys are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Share a desk.
We're sharing a desk.
Really?
Yeah.
So we have desks?
We do.
We got cubbies, I think.
Really?
But, you little area to put your your peanut butter sandwiches or what have you.
I kind of like them frozen.
I know you do. Well, however you like. I'm just saying you'll have an area.
I threw some jelly in it today.
Did you?
A little sugar in there, yeah.
All right. Sometimes you got to go that way.
Yeah, it's Friday.
That's my game day. Like I pack a few PB&Js for down at the Miller Electric Center.
Yeah. I like when they get a little not mushy, but a little soft.
A little bit.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Usually they're left over, and I come home, and then by that time, if they've been sitting in the fridge or the cooler all day, I got to take the crust off. So I usually eat crust. I'm not like a finicky, but I don't know, something about it becomes like just a nice cold Uncrustable waiting for me when I get home. It's fantastic.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I do a few things like that.
It's the simple things that make life so
I'm
nice.
a simple person, Tom.
Yeah, me too.
You know what we got today? We got Tom's Tale of the Tape.
Oh, let me tell you something. It wasn't easy. There was 2 that were easy, and the rest were like, we're going back and forth here. Now. So
Trevor got the check, and who's the other one? So we'll get into that today. Tom, how does Tom see it side by side? Chiefs positions versus Jags positions. Monday Night Football still a few days away. We got confidence picks today. We'll take your calls on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines if you want to get in at 641-1010. Say a wistful goodbye to 9117 Hogan Road as we make the move over to Bowden Road on Monday. And we're ready to roll. So we got everything all set up. 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines or the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Stream us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or find us on social media at MD_1010XL, at 1010XL Fat Tony, at Meathead55, and at 1010XL Denmark.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
All right, we are underway. Don't tell me what you forgot in my. Yeah, I knew. I would have been upset. No. I would have been upset if you tried to get in my good graces right there. So, it's been a good run with Dylan. Cristiano's flying in over the weekend, and we got a new producer as of Monday. So that's fantastic.
I wish him well.
And looking forward to it. And he's excited. I'll tell you that. He is very excited about the opportunity.
Building, new show.
New building, new show, new producer. New sound, Monday, 10 a.m. All right, here we go. Jaguars today. Tony Smith, Tom McManus, Dylan Denmark. I'm Mike Dempsey on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios at 1010XL. Setting the field on fire with electrifying plays.
What a play. What a play.
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
Did you have to go Sports Center on me, though?
Listen for the performance painting high-performance play of the game on 1010XL.
I love my propane company. They always answer when I call and give me great prices and fast service. Said no one ever.
Until now. Need propane for your home or business? Seabreeze Propane is bringing the propane as North Florida's new local propane provider. Visit SeabreezeLP.com.
Seabreeze Propane. We make propane cool, brother. Oh, yeah. This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
I'm Max Fink on your Gator station. 1010XL is your pipeline to Gator Nation. Listen to the Gator Report all year round.
Freshened up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators. 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
When you need plumbing, septic, or air conditioning service, trust matters. That's why more homeowners in Jacksonville choose Duck Duck Rooter. From small plumbing repairs to major renovations, we do it all. Visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Duck Duck Rooter. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
This football season, Hurricane Grill and Wings is your game day getaway. Catch every play with the perfect drink in hand. Handcrafted cocktails like a millionaire margarita, spicy guavarita, old-fashioned, or the Red Bullarita. Beer more your style to watch the games? Enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Game day cocktails and Bud Light specials are here all season long at Hurricane Grill and Wings. Find a restaurant near you at hurricanewings.com.
PRI Productions is the official game day production partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi, I'm Randy Goodwin, president and owner of PRI Productions. Chances are, if you've been in Jacksonville over the last 30 years, you've seen our work, from corporate and social events to concert production and much more. We have the equipment and expertise to make your next event memorable. So call the experts at the Jaguars Call. PRI Productions, bringing your ideas to life.
All right, Prosser here, and I've been telling you about Chad and Sandy. They make the promise. Let me show you some of the proof. This is Nicoletta and Daniel in Panther Creek. We don't recommend this, but we bought our new house before we sold our old one. Then worst case scenario happened. Our old home failed to sell in a year with another realtor. Finally, we got smart. We hired Chad and Sandy, and they sold it in 10 days above asking price. These are the results you're getting with Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com. Area homes are selling, but you got to have the right people on your side. Maybe you want max price. Doesn't matter if you're buying or selling. Maybe you just want to sell right now. Well, fast, easy, and stress-free, that's what Chad and Sandy bring to you. They have this guarantee. They guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. They're the local real estate experts you can trust for all of your real estate needs. Go to chadandsandy.com today. That's chadandsandy.com, or call that help hotline, 904-414-6200.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning, then deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
All right, I thought we were done with it, but apparently we're going to get sucked back into Thursday Night Football. A couple of quick thoughts on this. Okay, Mac Jones suit, whatever, like just a bad look, man. I don't
very
get it.
Proud to be a 49er.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Then wear the one color or the other, right? I mean, these half suits. Ryan Clark looks stupid in them. Mac Jones looks stupid in his, and just whatever.
How much money would I have to pay you to wear a suit like that?
Well, how much you got?
How much you got?
Now, look, I can be paid to wear something stupid because I have no shame. You know, who cares what I wear?
Depending what it is.
I'm not going to choose to wear that. Who knows? Maybe somebody paid him $10,000. Hey, wear my suit.
Yeah, right.
It's possible. And in which case, good for you, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Right? Because who really cares?
Probably somebody on TikTok that was like, hey, rep my merch.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Might be something.
If somebody wants me to rep their merch, I'll be happy to rep their merch on our Twitter live stream right there.
Yeah,
but,
hey, you never know where that could go.
Got to work out a
deal.
Compensation package right there. What are you repping over the Legends community?
This is the Jaguars official Legends community shirt, Mike.
You're a legend.
Nice.
I'm part of the community, but I'm not necessarily a legend.
I think you're a legend.
No, whatever.
In my mind, you're a legend.
Yeah.
But I did think of
legend
you last
in your
night.
own mind.
In all seriousness, I thought of you last night in the fourth quarter. When Alfred Collins, who, man, we talked a lot about Alfred Collins in the lead up to the draft, Tony, didn't we? Right? He was one of our, boy, if we can get this guy in the third round kind of guy. Now, this is at the time that we thought the Jags saw eye to eye with us on the need to add some bodies on the interior of the defensive line. But he punches the ball out from Kyron Williams. What a play by Alfred Collins. I mean, look, the Jags have been great. You run up behind, punch the ball out. Here is a guy, he has got about a half a second before Kyron crosses the goal line. And to punch that out, have the ball fall there and recover it all in one fell swoop was just an amazing play. Probably saved the game, although who knows? You know, you kick off with a minute left. They get it at the 35, whatever. There's no telling. But so Kyron goes to the sideline, and he is just bawling.
Yeah.
His eyes out.
Yeah.
And I think that's literally game audio from last night. I thought of you from back in the day.
Yeah.
We used to, at the other station, play a little drop from you that you talked about. Cry in private location. Like, don't. Private location. If you want to cry, cry. Right? It's an emotional
I've cried
game.
after games.
Yes.
Yeah. But not like in
maybe
front
not on
of
the
everyone.
bench.
No.
Not on the bench, especially when there was still game to go and they tied it back up and they went to overtime and he had a chance to win it.
I could see like you being so mad, like a tear comes out of your
break
eye.
your helmet, throw something.
Okay, and then a tear comes out because you know when you get mad.
Right. This was,
I can understand that, but he lost control. Then you're like, hey man, you're gonna
we need you.
Yeah, can you get?
And he did finish. He went back in. Stafford hit him on a fourth down that moved the sticks, and they had to have it. And then obviously got stuffed on 4th and 1, and McVay took all the blame for the play call. But I was
that was wild.
I'd not seen quite that display of emotion in a regular season game this early in the season in a while.
Well, listen, back when I ran it back then, nobody was talking about mental health. So I'm sure if I did it today, you'd be like, Tom,
you get crushed for it.
You'd be like, that's not fair. Hey, it could be, something going on.
Safe space. Safe space. Yeah. Amazon Prime's a safe space on Thursday night. I will say, I don't like Herb Street on the call, but I do love the way they shoot Thursday Night Football on Amazon. The camera angles, the zoom. Like, I feel like it feels like a different style of production that you get on most of the other game broadcasts. Maybe Sunday Night Football is the closest to it because they use some of those, with the camera on the wires and they zoom into the huddles and things like that. I just feel like there's more of it on this Amazon Prime broadcast than there is on a typical network broadcast. So, anyway, I enjoyed it.
Awesome.
All right, you ready for some tail of the tape?
Let's do it.
Want to get down to it? Start on the offensive side.
Yeah, let's
match it up.
Yep.
What does Patrick Mahomes need to do to close the gap between him and Trevor Lawrence, Tommy? In all seriousness, this is no one in their right mind would give the check mark to anybody but Patrick Mahomes, and practically against any quarterback in the National Football League. Yeah. But what can Trevor
with Josh Allen? But
there's
Trevor
a few.
Lawrence,
you can debate it with Lamar. You can debate it with Burrow when he's healthy and all that. But it's anyway. What does Trevor need to do, or what can he do, do you think, to kind of close the gap, not just on Monday night, just in general, to close the gap? What are the steps you'd like to see him take throughout the remainder of this year that will feel at the end he'll still be 26 years old and he is finally ready to show us everything that he's capable of? Like, how much of that gap can he close?
I think, look, if he's just a little bit more accurate, he closes it pretty well. And especially on the deep throws, right? So we need, you hit on a few of those, and we're talking a little bit different. Look, his receivers got to help him out and all that. His line has helped him out tremendously. He has plenty of time to throw the football. So if he gets a little bit more accurate, I tell you one, I'm so glad they did it a bunch last weekend or last Sunday. The out to Brian Thomas. You throw that on time, on rhythm, and in the right spot, you can't defend it. I mean, you really got to take a guess as a corner and jump that route. And even still, if it's outside, it's really going to be hard for them to even come close. And you can see it working, right? So that's been really good. But if he's a little bit more accurate with the football, a little bit better with his decision making, I don't think it's that. I mean, look, he's not going to be Mahomes until you got to win a bunch of games.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't think he'll ever be Mahomes.
No.
Right? You don't start with an okay start to your career and become Patrick Mahomes.
No, I know.
Generally.
No, you're right. And
that's okay.
It is,
by the way.
It's fun. I mean, we keep saying this, and eventually it's not going to matter anymore. But his physical tools, like you'd put him up with almost just about any QB if you're, if Trevor, like size, arm strength, speed, length, all that stuff. You'd probably put him up there pretty close to just about anybody else. But does that even matter anymore if it doesn't come with the production that you need to have?
Accuracy
is
number one.
No doubt.
It really is.
It is.
Right? And you see these quarterbacks with less than cannon arms excelling in the NFL when they put the ball right where they want it. Gus Logue, formerly here at 1010XL, now with the Duval 22 is his new group, said that yesterday, this caught my eye, Trevor's average time to throw or be sacked this year is, in other words, the ball's out of his hand or he's on the ground, one of the two, and he's only been sacked very little, right? So 2.57 seconds, which is the second fastest in the league. So it's going a little bit hand in hand, right? Like he's getting the ball out quickly. Is it always the most accurate or is it always the right decision? Well, maybe not, right? And again, I'm not sitting there in the film sessions. I don't know who his primary is supposed to be on every single play. But I think the point is we're talking about he's got this phenomenal protection and he has the offensive line has played above expectation. But I think Trevor has contributed to that protection because he is, other than Rodgers, he's getting the ball out faster than anybody in the league right now.
Yeah.
Tough to get to.
Well, I think that's part of Liam's, offense too, getting it out. That's interesting. I mean, I'm just going back and watching and, the games and I feel like he's got a lot of time, and he's making his throw, he's have time to get his throws out. There are a couple he's got to maneuver. He's got to move around in the pocket. There's no doubt about that. But that's interesting because and then you look at the stats. I mean, our own line's only given up like 10 hits to the QB. Last week he didn't get hit,
didn't get touched, right?
0 sacks, 0 hits. I mean, you look at Chiefs' O-line; they've given up almost 30 quarterback hits. That's a big difference. That's getting, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's not partially him getting out fast. Just the facts are he's not getting hit.
No, you're right.
So is he getting pressure?
I'm sure it's a combination. The O-line, Tony's playing better, but Trevor is operating at least within the offense to make a quick decision.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on there, right? Like I do think talking about the deep passes and wanting that to become more and more a part of what they want to do, well, the timing in Trevor's head may still be set on what he's dealt with, to this point in his career where the offensive line hasn't been that good. And he's in a new offense where I do think there's the impetus to hit it, go. Like there is an impetus on that for him in the offense. Now, maybe as he gets more comfortable in it, all these other things come more and more into play, and you start making the calls where the hit it's going to be, we want to hit the deep shot here, right? Like, and he's more comfortable with waiting on that kind of thing to happen and getting to where he needs to get off of that.
Right.
But it's not a big surprise to me that early in this transition that it's not working exactly like that, but it's still possible for it to come into play.
Well, think about this. Once we're going to assume it, they're going to start hitting, right, on these throws, on these offensive plays, and the defense continues to play. Like, we could be a really dangerous team, or at least a very tough out. That's why, look, I think part of with Trevor is he still not always, but still waits till they're open and doesn't just throw it before. Now, on that out route, he doesn't wait. He throws it on time. It's beautiful. I mean, it's like, this is what I'm talking about. Because a couple of those deeper throws, he was just a little late. Yeah, Horn made a great play, but he was just a touch late. He throws a little earlier and it's out in front. It's gone. The one against Stingley, throw it out there. He shouldn't have to jump up. He just threw it late. You throw it a little bit earlier and he'll run under and get it. So I think as he gets more comfortable doing that, I think that's when we'll see some of those deeper throws really connect. And then you're talking like, holy cow, that's opening up. You think the run game's good now. Wait till they're really worried about a deep threat.
And they can actually play that play action.
Exactly.
All right. For the record, Mahomes gets the check mark on all that. All right. We'll take a break here. We'll come back. Let's go through the running back room, the pass catchers, the offensive line, and we'll work our way towards the defensive tail of the tape. We'll get the special teams head coach. We'll give you an X factor for Monday night. It is a Keys to Victory Friday. Even though the Jags not playing on Sunday, you can please pass along your 3 keys for what they need to accomplish to come away with the win against Kansas City on Monday Night Football. Hit us up at MD_1010XL or on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, or give us a call at 641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars
Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and this time of the year, Honda has such a great lineup, especially when you want to get out on the road and just cruise.
Temperature's letting up a little bit, like Oktoberfest is coming. Legendary Honda Goldwing, legendary Honda Rebel that's now an automatic. Lots to choose from and lots of easy riding.
And the price range and the size of the bike, you have a wide variety.
We do, from entry points to the finest of the fine.
All right, check them out. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency or their Facebook page.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
The Alhambra Theater and Dining brings you an evening of wonderful food and live theater and fun. October 9th through November 16th, come enjoy the award-winning musical from Charles Dickens' final unfinished novel, The Mystery of Edwin Drood, an interactive show where the audience gets to choose the ending. The Mystery of Edwin Drood promises to be an entertaining night for you, family, and friends. Get tickets at alhambrajacks.com. alhambrajacks.com.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Say goodbye to glasses and contacts with customized vision treatments at Bowden Eye & Associates. Hey, Hicken here. Dr. Bowden and his expert team bring you all the latest options like Evo implantable Caliber lenses, refractive lens exchange, or traditional LASIK. Tailored just for you. Imagine waking up to clear vision. No hassle, no fuss. You ready to see the difference? Call now or visit BowdenEye.com for a free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens. Also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, you look troubled. Is something bugging you?
This friendship isn't all upside for me, Jason. People keep asking me stuff about you.
They ask you about me?
Is it really cooler with Bueller, they ask. So I say, totally. And they say, how do you mean that? And I say, he fixes air conditioners, which literally makes somebody cool. But he also has cool sunglasses and cool people and a cool family.
And I try to make working at Bueller Air and Plumbing a really cool experience for our technicians and plumbers. We treat our people like gold, and they treat our homeowners the exact same way.
Great. Well, now there's another cool thing I've got to remember. This is a lot of responsibility, Jason.
Life can get hectic sometimes. If you don't take a moment to slow down and appreciate all the cool parts, you could miss it.
Do people ask you about me at all?
Weirdly, they do.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Keeping kids active is a full-time job for parents, so let I-9 Sports help. They've got winter and spring registration open right now for kids all over the First Coast to enjoy their favorite sports. Log on to i9sports.com and don't miss out on the upcoming seasons. Enter 1010 in the promo code.
Yo, E.T. here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Tom McManus.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
Tom McManus on this Friday. Final visit in the old building.
Yeah.
New one comes. Do you know the address? Do you know where to show up?
It's on my phone somewhere, but I might go over there today.
Okay.
And I got a little bit of time in between.
All right.
Here in Helmets and Heels, so I might just swing by.
Right. You got all 4 shows to figure it out before next Friday. So I'm not worried about you.
Yeah.
You'll have it figured out.
I can figure it out.
The question is, when I get in the car, at what point do I remember I'm going to the wrong place on Monday?
Right.
Have I already gotten off the wrong exit, or
Well, you come in the same way, so that doesn't change, right?
Well,
or no?
Like I get off 95 on South Side, and when you do that,
you do
coming north. Oh yeah, I go South Side down to Hogan.
Okay,
so much less traffic.
Okay,
so much less.
So
you go north of South Side on 95 sometimes, and it's just like just brake lights.
Gotcha.
Is all you see. So
you mean to Belfort, like that kind of thing?
Up, yeah. If you're going
like
up to Belfort or whatever, right?
Gotcha.
Or up to University.
Gotcha.
I mean,
right.
So
okay,
you know.
So which way are you coming in this time?
I don't know. I don't know.
Give me something, man. I don't know. Now you got me confused.
I know this. I know off of Belfort, there's a little back way to cut right over there, but I don't know if it's worth the zigzag. But it might be.
Okay.
I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
You know, for years, when we had over at the old place.
Yeah, Enterprise Park.
No.
Oh, not that
I'm talking about my old place.
Oh, right,
Our
right,
old
right.
place,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Even like you and I were over on where was that, Health Park Circle or wherever
Central something.
They used to be on Bay Meadows, right?
Right.
And from there, if I'd go down to cover a Jag press conference, I knew one way to get there. I had to go Main Street Bridge, and that was it.
Right.
And if I didn't go Main Street Bridge, I had no clue how to get there. You know, my wife is very impressed now that I know
how to get
various ways to get to the stadium.
Yeah. You can get around if you gotta. I mean, the bridges are the bridges, but you can get around if you.
No, sure. After 20 years, I figured it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm an Emerson guy. Emerson's the way to go.
Emerson's a nice ride, actually. Yeah.
Emerson. Drop in on Wackos there.
Have a great burger.
A little breakfast.
Get a little burger on the way.
Dylan will be posted up in there
tonight.
Dylan's posted up.
Post game.
Ready to go. All right. Let's get back to the tail of the tape. Monday Night Football. I think this one we can all see where it's probably going to be headed. But, Tom, the running back room, Travis Etienne has been exceptional.
Yeah.
Bajal Tutin's been pretty good. LaQuint Allen has some promise, to be sure.
Yep.
And I think, you know, it's been pretty pedestrian, quite frankly, for the running game for the Kansas City Chiefs. Isaiah Pacheco has not looked as explosive ever since he came back last year after the injury. Kareem Hunt's past his expiration date. I mean, he can be an effective short yardage runner. I'm not saying he can't make a play on Monday night. Rashard Smith is a promising young player, but this seems like one.
The leading rusher is the quarterback right now.
Yeah.
Mahomes in yards anyway.
Who led them in rushing this week? Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, right.
I mean, with like 30-something.
Yeah.
So
the running game's not much. No, I think what Etienne has done this year so far, he's going to be tough to beat. You know what I mean? At that position. He's just a great story this year. You know, everyone before, like, we're going to trade him. He's going to be Pat Tank's the guy. You know, think about it. No, it's Tootin.
They listed him as a co-starter all through training camp.
I know. And all he did was answer the bell. He keeps doing it. I tell you, the line, they're blocking great. That toss sweep where all four of them got pancakes. Dogan, took that dude's head off. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's a mean, nasty offensive line, and then he's cutting through. So Etienne's going to be real. He's playing great. Tutin, of course, great on kickoff return. He's doing really good on some runs. That short yardage one, when they brought him in, I think he got, they had a run blitz. It was tough for he got hit by 5 different guys, I think, before he even got near the line of scrimmage. But I thought they'd do a little play action there or give Trevor a little chance there. But I love Tutin. And listen, Allen, he comes up and thumps you every time in that pass blitz pickup. So check mark goes to our Jaguars for the running back position.
Yeah, Tony, wouldn't be shocked if Bajal Tutin was on Kansas City right now if he wasn't starting.
Oh, for sure.
At this point, already.
It's already, they're at a point with what they got going on in the backfield that I'm kind of waiting for Rashard Smith to really get a look.
Yeah. Right, second half of the year.
Right, that's what that feels like to me there in Kansas City. I think he's already kind of the guy that they're going to throw it to if they're going to throw to those guys coming out of the backfield right now. I keep waiting on that role to expand in the offense. That doesn't mean that I think it's going to happen this week, but I expect it to happen sooner rather than later.
But that's one of those things, like you're saying, I don't expect to happen this week. It can't, right? You can't let them on an area that has not been very high functioning, all of a sudden become that against you, because if they can run it.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to struggle to do that. Don't get me wrong. I think you're going to see Mahomes dropping back a ton on Monday night, and short passes will probably be their way of trying to run the football. Pacheco caught a touchdown last week, for instance. So big check to the Jags at the running back spot.
For sure.
All right, pass catchers. We're combining them all.
Yep.
And everything they do, like Brenton Strange gets credit for his blocking. It's just the unit.
Absolutely.
Your receivers, your tight ends combined. And we're doing it at this present state. Like when we get to defensive line, you got to downgrade Trayvon a little bit because you don't know if he's playing, what have you.
Right.
Rashee Rice does not factor into this. He's not playing on Monday Night Football. He might tip the balance, but how do you see the receivers in a head-to-head matchup?
Well, look, they, Hollywood Brown's good wide receiver. I don't know much about Tyquan Thompson, but he's got 3 touchdowns. Thornton. That was my bad writing. 3 touchdowns there. I know Juju's there. He used a little bit, but not that much. Kelsey, obviously, he's had the drop earlier in the year, but he's still pretty darn effective.
Worthy is,
Worthy just got back, right?
Yeah, but he led him in receiving and rushing last week. But he missed those 3 games.
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely. Xavier Worthy, who be interesting how we defend him. See, Travis Hunter may play more defense. We'll see. But I think it's pretty close in the mere fact that I still think Brian Thomas Jr. Is a top receiver. I think he'll continue to get better this year. De'Ami Brown, now he's hurt, so I guess you got to factor that in. Love Strange, he's doing great. Parker Washington, return game included, but he's doing doing his part. Travis Hunter, not a huge impact on offense, but I like him. It's pretty close as I
think it is too. Honestly, this might be a push for me.
Yeah.
And look, going into the season, what our expectations were for Brian Thomas and what our hopes are for Travis Hunter.
Fair.
That I think the potential is there, but the way they played through the first, 4 games, they've been okay.
Right. Well, Worthy makes it a push, right? Because he's back in.
He's back. He can take the top off. At least to me, it does. But I mean, who did you have?
Yeah, I didn't have a check for either side because I was leaning towards the push, and as I talked it through, I think I'm going push.
Advantage.
I think I'm going push.
Push.
Yeah. Is De'Ami playing this week? Do we know?
Don't know.
We didn't see. When does the injury report come out today?
Limited practice. The final one comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So
because of Monday,
2 days before the game. All right. Hold the thoughts on the offensive line. Jags have been very good in that category. We'll get to the defense as well. Tom's Friday tale of the tape, matching them up versus the Kansas City Chiefs Monday Night Football. By the way, from everything I gather, the ticket push this week has been very good.
All right.
Right? Like, Dylan was talking about it. He's got some buddies that are talking about going, and it's basically standing room only kind of situation right now.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. And be loud. Wear your teal.
Yeah.
Make sure you're representing. And
I got 5 total coming. We're coming, babe.
Nice.
McManus 5's coming. We're ready to rock.
McManus 5.
That's
I
right.
like it.
We're looking forward to it.
Tony and I will not set foot in the stadium.
No, we will not.
But we'll be rooting for the Miller Electric Center.
That's right, baby.
All right, let's come back and let's take a look at these offensive lines and how they stack up side by side. Tom McManus is here with us, our final day at the old digs before a brand new chapter of 1010XL begins. By the way, couldn't have started next Friday? 1010? No, 1010 in the new building? No? All right, you'll start with us next Friday.
That's right, on 1010. Yeah, beautiful.
Make a big deal out of it.
Dadbod's playing 1010 too. How about that?
I mean, it's
triple whammy or something
synchronicity.
Like that. Yeah, that's
like,
right.
The police sung about so many years ago. All right, we'll take a time out here. Come back more with Tom McManus' tale of the tape on this Friday. Give us your keys to victory for the Jags, even though we're 3 days out. That is your Chad and Sandy real estate question of the day. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Well, it's really fun to watch. Can't wait to see it next Monday against Kansas City Chiefs.
Huge one for us.
Cool.
Great to be back at home. Need everybody. Need all of Duval, all of Jacksonville to come to that game. Let's go.
Jaguars Today. You're at the home of the Jaguars in the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Door Studios. Superior products, exceptional service. The Florida Gators.
Strong tackle to 21, 15-10.
The Gators are ready to rumble and hungry for a side of beef.
He's in. Touchdown Gators.
Florida, Texas kickoff at 3:30 on Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football. 1010XL.
Looking for a great place to enjoy some craft creations and soak up some scenery? Fernandina's Mocama Beer Company is a must-see and must-try. Nassau County knows it. Visitors need to find out about it. Mocama means near the big water where the sun is born. And if you visit their tap room in Fernandina Beach, you'll see how they've mastered equal parts precision and art in creating great flavors from IPAs to Pilsners, lagers, and sours, plus plenty more. Mocama.com, Mocama Beer Company. Start an adventure and find them in Fernandina.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Josie for Hard Rock Bet, and if you're down on your selections, then stop betting blind. Start betting smart. The Hard Rock Bet Stats Hub has all the info you need before locking in your next play. Red hot streaks, latest line movements, and the trends that actually matter. Stats, streaks, trends for matchups you care about. Check out the Stats Hub, get the edge, and bet with confidence. It's all at Hard Rock Bet. Download the app and play. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Football is a game of inches, and at Front Runners Tap House, every inch counts. Catch every big play on their massive 396-inch giant television. The ultimate game day experience is waiting for you at Front Runners Tap House inside the Community First Igloo.
Tom McManus buckles his chin strap as he joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
I just love a man in uniform.
Helmets and heels. Afternoons 2 to 4. Served by Queen Law Group on 1010XL.
There are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Pick it here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people.
Jags fans, arrive on time. The smartest way to get to the bank on game day is the JTA's Game Day Express, sponsored by the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. There are 5 pickup locations. Get your $10 pass on the MyJTA mobile app. Visit jtafla.com for details.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
Cool air and clean air. Getting out from under that Florida sun and cooling off inside is where Florida Home AC shines. Think about it. You spend a lot of time indoors, and air quality is crucial to your health and comfort. Pollutants like dust, pollen, germs, and allergens can build up, affecting your well-being. Florida Home is dedicated to enhancing your indoor experience with superior air quality solutions like whole home air purification systems. Find out by logging on to FloridaHomeAC.com or call 877-4300.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Tom McManus, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
All right, Tommy Mac, we got a little story time with Tommy Mac coming up. Why don't we get to the offensive line so we can just stay on task with the tail of the tape here.
Yep.
But interesting, Tom was just regaling us with his recent visit to Publix and how that all went down.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy. All right, offensive line, Tommy. What did you find when you're doing your research on KC versus the Jags?
Well, listen, stat-wise, it's us for sure because our run game's doing way better than theirs. We're keeping our quarterback clean by far. Like I said, they have almost 30 quarterback hits on Mahomey. Now, on paper, like Creed Humphrey, one of the better centers in the game. Trey Smith, one of the better guards in the game, right? You got Josh Simmons, who was a rookie.
Something
up and
maybe
down.
the best lineman in the class.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Correct. He's been up and down.
Playing pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, but better lately, right?
Certainly better than what they're getting out of Jawan Taylor to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. So on paper, you'd be like, wow, Trey Smith to me is one of the best guards.
Right, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, and you compare that to Hainsey McCary, and we're very excited about what they've brought to this team. But
but you got to go by production.
We're going on how they're playing through the first month of the season.
And so it's the Jags, and that was an easier one for me. When I went back and looked, because I did it twice. I did it last night and then this morning up early, and I went back and looked. I'm like, oh, you know what? They got some pretty good offensive linemen, at least on paper, but you got to go by production. And they've struggled, making some holes, and they've struggled keeping their quarterback clean. So I'm going our Jags, man. What a great surprise this year, but they're getting the job done.
All right. By the way, you had most of the check marks were for the Jags last week. You gave San Fran quarterback and running back, McCaffrey, obviously, and head coach to Shanahan. But other than that, the Jags prevailed, and they prevailed on the field as well.
Absolutely.
So, all right, we'll continue the tail of the tape coming up. Let's get our man Kyrie up here checking in from Virginia this morning on Jaguars Today. Kyrie, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing this good morning?
Very well.
Good.
Great.
What's up, man?
Great, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm kind of torn. Like, I watched that game last night, and it makes me feel good about our team because, a lot of the starters were playing the game we played, and we kind of knocked them out the game. And you see how Matt Jones looked in that game.
Yeah.
But what I'm also torn is on the fact of, like, if you were to look at the situation that the 49ers were in, you would think how we're playing, we should have been playing like that. Because Matt Jones, think about it, he missed the last game. And then he had two new receivers. Remember, the other two receivers are out. And they looked like they didn't miss a beat. While we got our quarterback, who's been in the whole training camp, and this is also his first time learning the offense. Like, this is Mac Jones' first time learning the 49ers offense.
No. Mac Jones no. This is an offense that he's familiar with. And, in fact, this is a guy that a lot of people thought that Shanahan wanted and thought it was a perfect fit for his offense in the draft when they made the trade up to the third pick, and they ended up taking Trey Lance. But regardless, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Well, I understand. No, that makes sense. I get that. But still, even in the sense of that, don't you think that, like, it's like, Trevor, don't you, like, come on, man, it's just time. Like, I think that it's time. Like, this has to be the game that Trevor puts together. Because
what if he doesn't, Kyrie? What if he throws for 175 yards and they win?
You said, no. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying put together like a complete game in the sense of like just put together a complete game because Mac Jones has already done two things.
All right, so did Trevor not put together a complete game against the 49ers because the stats weren't I mean, he won. He didn't turn it over, and they gave him their only loss of the year. I mean, is that what? I
understand that, Mike, but come on, man.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. Are you not going to be satisfied with the stats if they beat the Kansas City Chiefs? Or is it only if Trevor throws for 350?
No, I'm going to be satisfied with that. But what I'm saying is when you're talking about being a contender, a championship contender, that's what Trevor is doing, what those guys are doing as far as the passing game, that's not going to get it done.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if they're a championship contender, and that may be the case, but we're in week 5.
Right. Listen, I kind of understand what he's saying. I mean, I don't need 300 yards. That doesn't mean anything to me. I need victories. I need him to be efficient. I think what last week that was a little frustrating is there was a little clock management, a little game management. The throw to ETN. How smart that he went and grabbed the ball and gave it to his center. I mean, that was brilliant by Trevor, but he should never have thrown that ball. The slide out, he get down, make sure you're inbounds, great that Hunter Long fan. It's great.
Absolutely.
But it counted as 0 interceptions, but he got lucky on a few.
I understand. One of them got picked, but there was a penalty on the play that impacted the play.
Absolutely.
So look, I get my point is like
I don't need
if you're waiting. If the Jags have to win a championship and Trevor has to throw for 350 every week and Etienne has to run for 120 every week, like you're never going to be happy, right? To me. I've looked at Trevor now, and I don't think he's ever going to be one of these guys like Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. Can he be a lot better than he's been? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And can you win a championship with
Yes.
Trevor Lawrence? I think you can.
I think you can.
Right? And it just depends. You got to have a lot of other things going right. But, look at who's got the second fewest passing yards in the league this year. It's Jalen Hurts. Are we saying Jalen's not a good quarterback because their passing game has been anemic this year? Oh, they're winning. That's a different story. Is it? I mean, he's got a loaded team around him.
Yeah.
He's not putting up these eye-popping numbers,
Again, for me, it's not. I care less about yards. I think yards are overrated, but it is, completion percentage. It's touchdowns.
Trevor needs to be better than he's been.
No, I know.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not saying he's any finished product or anything like that. It's just like when you say he's got to me, if he throws for 150 and they beat Kansas City,
it's a win.
I'm fine with it.
Me too.
Me
too.
I'd much rather do that than throw for 350 and lose.
Agreed.
All right, we got to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll get to your tale of public encounters there, and we'll get to the defensive side as well with the tail of the tape. Kyrie, appreciate the call.
Yeah, man.
641-1010 on the Checkmate Coatings phone lines if you'd like to weigh in. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Hey, folks, Mike Dempsey here for my friends at Dandy Foods. The Thompson family created Dandy way back in 1956, and they've been delivering high-quality products to you ever since right here on the First Coast. I have talked about Dandy's products on this program for over a decade. I personally enjoyed them for about 3 times as long because Dandy is the perfect go-to when you're in a hurry and you don't want the hassle of a long wait. Whether you want that hearty Italian footlong, maybe a delicious chicken salad sandwich. Danny's got such great variety in all of their food made with the highest quality ingredients, delivered fresh on a daily basis all around Duval, and prices that are always kept in check. A great value compared to the drive-thru. Fast, fresh, and tasty, and waiting for you at the cold case at convenience stores all over town. As a matter of fact, next time you're out on the west side, stop in at the Kickstart Food Store located at Commonwealth and 295 with a great selection of Dandy sandwiches. Wherever you go, do what I do. Go out and make yours a Dandy and do it today.
Jaguars Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. 1010XL's Hayes Carline represents you in the locker room.
So you gotta up your game.
Interview persons of interest so you'll have the information you need to get ready for game day.
Time to put on your game face.
Opened by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
We're certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Experience? Yeah, that's Chris Bryan, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. They have the expertise and knowledge to take care of your money. For more info, go to itppartners.com. ITP Partners, they're my financial partners for life.
Non-compensated client testimonial may not be representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Helmets and Heels is returning to Vegas. If you're heading out for the big game, join us at Circa Resort and Casino this October for a Halloween weekend football getaway, featuring Circa room discounts and a huddle up for everyone in the teal and black. Meet Helmets and Heels Friday night, October 31st, then hit the Circa Stadium Swim with temperature-controlled pools and a massive betting screen. For Circa room discounts and more information, visit the 1010XL webpage or circalasvegas.com/huddleup-up.
Hunters Know Patience is part of the game.
Just got to keep hunting.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnicht Outdoors Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. Beards Diamonds is the perfect example. Hickett here. All those jewelers in Town Center are owned by big Wall Street companies, but Beards Diamonds, they are local, man. Say hi to the Lupos when you get in there. They've been around and serving our area for more than 40 years, and Beards run circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory, Beards. All the top bridal brands, Beards. Strongest warranties, Beards. Beards wins on price every day. They don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. So don't buy anywhere until you at least get a second opinion at Beards. I am sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money. And it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Man, in a world where generic chain stores pop up everywhere, refreshing to see a local place that can give you a great diamond. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beards Diamonds. Shop local, shop Beards at the St. John's Town Center.
ET here, and if you've ever been injured in an accident, you have 14 days to see a doctor and protect your insurance benefits. You have the right to choose your own doctor, too. And I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation, the auto accident experts.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jacks Beach.
This is your local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. The Jacksonville Jaguars have limited ticket availability for this Monday night's game against the Kansas City Chiefs in the Seating Bowl, and they have standing room only tickets. They have now been released for Monday night's game. Remember, the JTA Game Day Express is back. You can save gas and avoid parking hassles as the Jags take on the Chiefs this Monday. You can let them do the driving with a couple locations around town, and passes starting at just $10 on the My JTA app. To learn more, visit JTAFLA.com. Right now, 79 degrees at 11:01. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch. Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
This one from Jeff, Kayak Gator on Twitter. All right. Keys to victory, pretty simple. Continue to get ETN to the edge. And also, thank the good Lord for the Giants drafting Kadarius Toney, because if they hadn't, Urban Miller would have picked him over ETN.
No doubt. Good call.
I call him Young Joker.
Is that what you call him?
That's rap name.
Is it?
Yep.
You call him that?
Mm-hmm.
What's he? We got any Kadarius Toney, Young Joker?
Yeah, it's a Joker.
I can start some up, but I have to have that dump button ready.
I bet it's Joker.
Joka.
Yeah,
J-O-K.
that's like Boston.
Is it Y-U-N-G, Young?
Actually, it might be.
Yeah, I'm looking at his Pro Football Reference page. That's the nickname, Young Joker.
Young Joker.
Young Joker.
There you go. All right.
Rock and roll.
Fantastic. Could you imagine? Who knows what they would have done in the intervening time to address the running back position, right? So you just don't know what it would have.
I'm glad he's resurged.
I'm glad, he's back, because like the last 2 years, people, he had all these touchdowns in his second year. Well, that's great. He averaged like 3.7 yards a carry. Right.
That's not good.
It wasn't good.
No. And then 3.9. That's not good. He's
both of them under 4 yards a carry. And this year's 6.1.
Yeah, man.
He's killing it. All right. So Denmark wants your story.
My public
please.
story.
Yeah. What happened when you went?
First of all, I like going grocery shop. I've told you that before. It gives me peace. It's just like peaceful in there for me. Like I don't think about anything else. I think about what I got to get, and I enjoy doing it. My wife will do her Trader Joe's thing, but I like going to Publix. I'm a BOGO hunter, and I just like, it's just fun in there for me. And I get to know people that work there, like Tom behind the seafood counter. Every time I go by at seafood, I'm getting some Renata, and I go, hey, Tom. He goes, hey, Tom. And, how you doing? I go, great, man. Have a great day. That kind of stuff. So I like it. So anyway, I'm checking out, and this lady comes up who's a checkout lady who I've talked to before, really nice lady. Probably a little bit, 10, 15 years older than me. So maybe late 60s, something like that.
Okay.
And she comes up. She's like, hey, I'm checking out. And she's like, can I bother you for a minute? I was like, yeah, what's going on? She's like,
She obviously knows who you are.
Yeah, well, because we've talked before.
Okay,
Like
gotcha.
I've been going there for a little while. So she comes up. She's like, can I ask you a question? She's like, what did you think about the call in the Florida State game with the catch? I'm like, you mean the one where he bobbled it? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, nah, I think that was a bobble. And she's like, I don't know. I think that was rigged a little bit or something like that. And I said, no, I don't know. From what I gather and from what I've been seeing, like he bobbled. It wasn't ever. She's like, are you a Gator? I said, no, I'm not a Gator. I'm a Yankee. She's like, a Yankee? I said, I went to Boston College. And then the light bulb went on. She goes, oh, we got your quarterback. And I was like, yeah, we're glad to get rid of him, and you can have him. He's whatever. She's like, oh, no, he's not. He didn't like that system. He didn't like that coach. I said, listen, he quit on his team. He's a big baby. She's like, he's not a baby. I said, he's a big baby, and I'm glad he's not at Boston College. She goes, well, you're a baby. And walks away.
Nice.
And I start dying. It was hilarious. Oh, it was so funny. And
Clean up on aisle 3.
Yeah, exactly. I finished my day, get my stuff. I'm wheeling out. She's right by the exit. I'm like, no, you're the baby.
You did? You gave one last baby?
Yeah.
That is
it was
funny, man.
Yeah.
People just like,
So
they want your opinion, but they wanted to agree with theirs.
Are you a Gator? No, I'm not.
Nah, he's not. He's not. He's not a Seminole either.
No,
and that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be what you are.
No doubt.
All right, let's dig in a little bit on the defensive side. We got a lot to get to here in hour number 2, Tommy. Defensive line.
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars, we feel really good about our ends, but we don't know about Trayvon, right? We don't know if he's going to play, and if he plays, how limited he may be.
Yep.
Eric Armstead actually leads his team in sacks.
Yep,
a little bit of a resurgence for him, but we know they have some quality players on that Chiefs defensive line. How did you see this when you matched them up?
Yeah, Austin Johnson played fairly well last week, too. He got in there, of course. Hamilton's playing great. Hamilton split a couple double teams and made tackles at the line of scrimmage last week that, man, it was just absolutely phenomenal. So as a defense, they give up almost 5 yards a carry. So that's not good. That's got to be partially of the front four. They're very good on third down. 34%. They get off the field on third down. So that means they're probably good at rushing the passer, making some havoc, that kind of thing against the pass.
Karlaftis is having a really
He's having a monster year. So and then you look at on paper, you mentioned Karlaftis. He's having a great year. I was doing his sack and hit totals. The last 2 games, I think he's got 2 sacks and 11 hits on the QB. So he's getting after the quarterback. Chris Jones, like it's Chris Jones. But he hasn't really, broken out and had this I hope it's not Monday night.
Right.
I don't want that giant being awoken. You got to let that guy lie. But he's obviously a very good player. You're talking about the young kid earlier. Well, they have one, too. Omar Norman Lott, we were talking about. Oh, Alfred Collins, we were talking about, right? We were, high on him during the draft. We were high on this kid out of Tennessee as well. I think he's got 1 sack. He's a big body. Obviously, again, though, they're 4.9 yards per carry. So with our guy, it's tough because on paper you're like, man, it's Chris Jones and Karlaftis, but then of course Josh Allen's having a monster year, and Trayvon's having a monster year, but Trayvon's hurt. So I'm gonna give the Jags the nod, but to me it's almost a push. It feels like a push to me. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I kind of agree. I think Karlaftis. So far, it's hard to gauge. I don't watch them week in, week out. We know Josh Hines Allen is having a lot of impact that goes beyond the box score, right? He's got the half sack, but he is pressuring all the time. But I got to believe Karlaftis is doing the same thing, and he's got 3 sacks. You can make the argument he's had the best start to the season of any of the defensive lineman who's going to be on the field on Monday. I think Mike Dana is a pretty good player.
Mike Dana is a good player, yeah.
He's solid. He's not anything super exciting. He'll probably be like a 5 or 6 sack guy when it's all said and done. Yeah, Chris Jones, I agree with you. He hasn't been a monster this year, but I still think the potential is there in any given moment. I think this is with the state of Trayvon Walker being uncertain, Tony. If you tell me Trayvon's not going to play on Monday night, I definitely think it's a push at best for the Jags. Yeah. If he is playing with, say, a club on his hand and he can't grab, and make tackles competently, that's a major factor in this football game.
Yeah, if I was going to, tail the tape on this, given the questions with how effective Trayvon can be, right? If with whatever's going to happen with his wrist and however he's going to have to be worked up for the game, right? Given that factor, if I was going to give an edge to one team or the other, it would be Kansas City, right? Like in this particular matchup, my edge would go to Kansas City. With Trayvon, I think it would be a slight edge to the Jags, but even with him, I think the edge would be pretty slight in my mind, just comparing these two lines to one another. But with the injury, I would give the edge to Kansas
Let me throw this at you. Just based on play this year, Josh Hines-Allen and Karlaftis, they wash each other out. I mean, I know the sacks are different, but I think Josh has wreaked a lot of havoc in backfields. Run, pass.
I think he's had
a really big impact. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I haven't watched every Kansas City thing, but let's just say they do, based on this year. Eric Armstead moving inside is having a really good year. Chris Jones is Chris Jones, but, I mean, say they wash each other out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you have left? I mean, you got Mike Dana, and what do we have left?
Smoot.
Agba. D-Ham on the inside, who's having a good year.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's closer.
I think it is very close. I'd probably give it a push.
Yeah.
Honestly. And if Trayvon were fully healthy and unquestioned, ready to go,
Jags.
I'd probably go slight edge, Jags.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Because if you watch what I just did, who's left for us? It's Trayvon. It's better than what they have, in my opinion.
Yeah, again, we don't even know if Trayvon's playing. I think if Trayvon doesn't play, it's probably slight edge to Kansas City. I think if Trayvon plays impeded to some degree, it's kind of a push.
Dan has been hurt a couple games, I think. So he's coming back. I think he's questionable this week, so maybe he plays. I'm not sure.
That's a factor as well. So that's very fair.
He has been hurt. So, it's a good one.
Your final call is what?
I'm going to give slight edge to the Jags, but that's with Trayvon. And if not, it's just a push.
Okay.
So push Jags. Push to the Jags. I'm going to say Jags.
Push to the Jags.
I'll just say Jags.
All right. That's what I got you down for.
Fair enough.
All right. We got to roll through when we come back. Linebacker, defensive back, special teams, head coach. Knock them all out. Got today's 10-10 take. Going to take you around the National Football League. We got to get keys to victory.
Confidence picks.
Confidence picks. Oh, yeah. Confidence picks. We got to knock those out. So,
yes, we do.
All right. We're going to do confidence picks. And then we'll rip through some of these defensive matchups on Tom's tail of the tape when we return in a moment. Are you confident?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Good to know.
Confident enough.
Teams when we started the show.
We will make those selections when we come back on Jaguars Today here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. He's our Big Mac.
It's Smash Mouth football, baby.
Tom McManus brings his big opinions to Jaguars Today.
Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. on 1010 XL.
Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Call 904-500-COOL. Ideal conditions.
We're a veteran and still 100% locally owned and operated HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, and general contracting company. Ideal Conditions has been BBB accredited with an A+ rating since 2008 with 4.9 out of 5 stars from over 1,000 reviews on Google.
Call 904-500-COOL.
Honk if you see us. Call for service.
Ideal Conditions.
IdealConditionsJax.com.
Jacksonville. All Elite Wrestling is coming home to Daly's Place for 2 huge nights. Dynamite Title Tuesday, October 7th, and a special Wednesday Collision, October 8th. Feel the real as the greatest professional wrestlers in the world deliver a homecoming to remember. Championships at stake on a Tuesday, and stars collide on a special night. It's AEW's Homecoming with Dynamite Title Tuesday, October 7th, and Collision October 8th. Tickets on sale now, starting at $20 at AEWTIX.com.
Games, sporting events.
Sports never stop.
Football, baseball, basketball, what's that, huh?
And neither does the Sports Talk on 1010XL. I'm Lauren Brooks. Set your GPS for Lauren's Lane. 2 to 4 weekdays on Helmets and Heels. Driven by Mazda at the Avenues.
I'm with Brett from Cycles of Jacksonville, and the fall part of the year just offers so much fun, especially when you're out and about. Tell everybody what's happening with Triumph right now.
They have got a lot of new models on the road, from Scrambler 400s. They've got the legendary Rocket motorcycle. Lots of really cool bikes to choose from.
And the price point and all the tricks that come with the Triumph bike, they're all there.
They're all there. Entry level to the greatest of the great. We've got them.
Look for them online, cyclesofjacksonville.com. Check out their Facebook page or that showroom on Atlantic near Regency.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
Joe C. for Preferred Roofing, reminding you your roof is more than just felt and shingles. It's a system that not only keeps your home dry, but also impacts your heating and cooling bills. Preferred Roofing and Construction is a GAF Master Elite Roofing Contractor, lauded for having the ability to educate and inform homeowners on their options. Why GAF and Preferred Roofing? They're veteran-owned and operated with ties to Duval for decades. A family business ready to make sure your family has a good roof over its head. Log on, preferredroofingjax.com.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein and Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Did you know that for every inch of rain on a 2,000 square foot roof, 1,500 gallons come off the eave of the roof? Call Clearwater Seamless Gutters and Drainage, and we'll design a plan using our Clearwater Seamless Gutters, and we'll connect those gutters to a Clearwater drainage system to solve your erosion and standing water issues.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
SeamlessGuttersJacksonville.com.
Kuhn Flowers announces their home holiday decorating team is now taking orders for the holiday season. This is Max with 1010XL. No more hassling with tree buying, untangling, and hanging burned out lights. Call Kuhn Flowers. They'll do it all.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. Tom McManus. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
Just looking here a second ago, some of the fallout from Thursday Night Football. Mac Jones on a 2-year deal for like $8.5 million for the 49ers. And Dylan, I brought that up. Dylan's like, he's already exceeded the value. He's won 3 games. He's absolutely right. $8.4 million at 2. Smart enough to have him for 2 years.
Yep.
Quarterback controversy. San Francisco might be.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 3-0.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's their standing. I think we all would have had the Rams yesterday, but that one doesn't count because we don't pick Thursday Night Football on confidence picks here with Tommy Mack. All right, let's see. Last week, we had 15 games to choose, and I went 9-5-1. We had a tie.
We did.
So what happens when you have a tie is you get half the points for whoever you picked, you get half the points, right? Green Bay, Dallas on that one. So I went 9-5-1, had 82.5 points. Tommy, you went 11-3-1.
Wow.
Good for 92 points.
Nice.
And Tony was 11-3-1, good for 94 points. That's what I came up with. Tony in the lead after 4 weeks, 379. I got 356.5. Tommy, you're at 343.5. So chance to move around a little bit on the scoreboard this week. We got 13 games to choose. We ranked them in the order of how confident we are in the outcomes, most to least confident. So, Tony, you won it last week. You go first.
On the 13-point line, I'll take Buffalo over New England, Detroit over Cincinnati on the 12-point line, and Arizona over Tennessee on the 11.
All right, Tommy Mack, you're up next. Here it comes. On the 13-point line.
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
25-22.
25-20. Very close to my score prediction. Not telling you who I have winning.
Fair enough. So 13.
Very good. 25-22. That's a good one. That's a nice oddball score.
Arizona at home, number 12. And my 11th is Detroit on the road.
All right. I've got Detroit on the top line this week, worth 13. I got Buffalo worth 12. So following Tony, just flipping them around. I'm taking Indy at home versus Las Vegas, worth 11. Your next three, Tone.
Yes, Indy at home against Vegas on the 10-point line. The Chargers over Washington on the 9, and Philadelphia over Denver on the 8.
Okay. Tommy Mack.
I got Dallas at the 10, Philly at the 9, and the Chargers at the 8.
I got the Chargers worth 10. I'm taking Seattle at home against Tampa Bay. That's a long trip to make. It is. And then I've got Arizona, a little less confident than you guys. Tennessee's going to mess around and beat somebody at some point. Right. You know, they're not playing at all well enough to actually pick them, though. But anyway, that's where I've got Arizona. Tony, your next three?
I got Seattle at home over Tampa on the 7-point line, Minnesota at Cleveland. I'll take the Vikings on the 6, and Dallas over the Jets on the 5.
You and I are sharing a brain cell on where we've got some of these this week. What do you got, Tommy?
Buffalo 7, Indy 6, Minnesota 5.
All right, I got Minnesota 7. I could absolutely say they got a lot of injuries. Banged up on the offensive line. Going against that defense. Who knows? Maybe Dylan Gabriel gives them a spark, but I'm taking the Vikings, worth 7. I'm taking Miami at Carolina, worth 6. And I am taking the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Jets, worth 5. All right, we got 4 left, Tony. Yep. Run the table here.
The final 4, I'll take Baltimore over Houston on the 4-point line, Jacksonville over Kansas City on the 3, the New York Giants over New Orleans on the 2-point line, and Carolina over Miami on the 1.
Okay, Tom, what do you got? Your final 4.
I got Houston at 4, Seattle at 3, Carolina at 2, and the G-Men at 1.
All right. And in my final 4, I'm going Philadelphia against Denver on the 4-point line. I'm taking the Saints to win at home against the Giants. Much as it's distasteful to me, I'm taking Houston at Baltimore. That defense is decimated. They're already one of the top 2 worst in the league, or bottom 2 worst in the league. And then I'm not going to be the one that throws a stinker in the old punch bowl. Jacksonville on the 1-point line. I'm not super. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm not betting the mortgage on this one, but I got them 24-23. Yeah. You had 25-22. Tony, you got a score for the Jags on Monday Night Football?
What did I say last night? Something like 21-17, something in there.
Have you picked the Jags right every week so far?
No.
You have not?
No.
Okay, I have. So hopefully that's now I'm going to be pressured into continuing to do this until they lose, which is okay. All right, here's what we got. Top to bottom. Tony goes Buffalo, Detroit, Arizona, Indianapolis, LA Chargers, Philadelphia, Seattle, Minnesota, Dallas, Baltimore, Jacksonville, New York Giants, and Carolina. Tom McManus goes with your Jacksonville Jaguars, the Cardinals, the Lions, Cowboys, Eagles, Chargers, Bills, Colts, Vikings, Texans, Seahawks, Panthers, and the G-Men. And I'm going Detroit, Buffalo, Indy, LA Chargers, Seattle, Arizona, Minnesota, Miami, Dallas, Philly, New Orleans, Houston, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, we're locked in for confidence picks. Let's get back to the tail of the tape defensively, Tom, because we got ground to make up here. Linebacker, how do they match up?
They're pretty close again. Hey, congrats to Devin Lloyd, of course, defensive player
of the month. For the
man.
first time in 20 years since Mike T did it.
That's
in
right.
2005.
He's been balling, man. He's been absolutely kicking butt out there. I really am happy for Devin Lloyd. I love the way they're using him. Of course, Aluakin's still a tackling machine, still getting the job done. Gardeck, listen, he let some coverage leak out on the one drive. I think that was just a missed assignment or a mental error or something. The one where C-Mac got it down the sideline. But other than that, he's been spectacular. Very violent, very physical, punching the ball out. So I like them a lot. Of course, they've got their own guys. Nick Bolton's a very good linebacker. Drew Tranquil. Tranquil, thank you. Drew Tranquil, that darn speech class. Yeah.
Trugill.
I just combined them.
Yeah, Trugill.
Trugill, yeah, like a bluegill.
No.
Good player, makes a lot of plays.
He is a good player.
He is. He's
last
solid.
week, he was all over the place.
Yeah.
For them. He runs a little hot and cold, but
he does.
He has those games where he'll have 10 tackles and a sack.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Leo Chenal is not bad. Number 54. You see his name flash. But even with that being said, I'm going with the defensive player of the month. I do think it's close because I think they're pretty talented on that side of the ball at the linebacker position. But I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah, I would too because of the strength of what Devin Lloyd's done.
No doubt.
His first month of the season. Foye is rock solid as he's always been.
Yep.
Like you mentioned, Gardeck has been nice. He's been
real nice.
A good player. Yep. Nothing crazy, spectacular, but Tony, Devin Lloyd, what he's done, if you don't win the check on the Jags here at linebacker, I kind of don't know what we're doing here. All right, defensive backs, Tommy.
Yeah, okay. So listen, you can't deny the takeaways, right? Now they're what are they, +4 in takeaways? They haven't given the ball.
They've only given it away once.
They've only given it away once, right?
2 in the last 2 weeks they've taken it away, but
we're
turnover.
+9. That is just absolutely insane. So, look, they got Trent McDuffie, a good player. Jalen Watson, another good player. Hicks, the safety. I don't know that much about him. They had 4 guys on IR in the secondary. But I just can't deny what we're doing. I'm going to go Jags here for the secondary because we are making things happen back there. I like that Buster Brown's back into the lineup. Campbell's been solid. The safeties have been good. Travis, I think, Travis he's been good. He's got to work a little bit on that press. That one where after it sounds like he dinged his shoulder. Did you see that? I saw that in the little article. Was it on ESPN this morning? That's part of the reason they kept him out of. Remember the conversion that Pearsall did on the slants? He got beat on that.
Yeah.
He didn't jam him. He just kind of opened up his hips. And then you never saw him on defense last week after that play. They even made mention of it during the thing. But I like to see him more. But I like what he brings to the table. So I'm going to go defensive back. I'm taking our Jags.
All right, special teams.
I mean, Butker's a pretty good kicker.
Butker and Cam, if you look at the numbers in terms of field goals, 10 out of 13, 9 out of 11, it's basically a push on what they've done so far this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And the punter, Arazia, or something, whatever.
Now you see,
Italiano name is
Ariza.
Ariza, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a pretty good punter overall. I'm taking Logan on that side. I think the kickers are matched up well.
Has Logan been great this year?
Not great, but still pretty darn good. I mean, he's flipped the field more than a handful of times, I think, when they really needed him to. He hasn't pinned him as well, right? He's missed a couple, hit him in the touchback. I know he wasn't happy about that, but I think overall he's been solid.
Let's see. Net punting average here. Matt Ariza, 6th in the league.
Okay.
And Logan Cook, 14th. In the league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think the Jags special teams had played up to the reputation for the first month of the season.
The kickers, Cam hasn't for sure. The return game has. I mean, you've got, you got Parker Washington, you got Tootin. Tootin's had a good couple returns. So I'm going to go Jags. I'm going to go because of the return game.
That would be the slide. I would, if it were not for the return game, I might give the slight edge to Kansas City for the way they performed this year. But
fair enough.
The return game does factor in there.
Yep.
Head coach Andy Reid versus Liam Cohen.
That was my second quickest one. I mean, QB and head coach. You can't deny Andy Reid. He's phenomenal.
You guys want to do X Factor now? You got an X Factor ready to go? And we'll come out. Let's do it. Let's break.
Okay.
Keep it on time. We'll come back. We'll do our X Factors as our 10-10 take for the week. Tony will take us around the league, and we'll give you the final tally on how they matched up. I'd be more down the middle, I think, than you are on a couple of them. Like we talked about defensive line, I would have given a push. You gave the check to the Jags, but I don't disagree with a whole lot here. You gave the push.
Close.
You gave the push to the pass-catching units, the edge, obviously, to Mahomes, edge to Andy Reid, but you gave a lot of check marks to to your Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll return in a moment with our X Factor for Monday Night Football. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. 1010XL is your home for play-by-play of Bishop Kenny football.
The Crusaders take a trip to Tally to battle the Raiders in a Friday night football fight. Bishop Kenny Rickards, 7 o'clock on 1010XL.
Jacksonville is my hometown, and nobody knows roofing like me. I'm Ronnie, the owner of Brandon Roofing. We handle everything from repairs to full roof replacements, start to finish. We give honest quotes, use quality materials, and clean up like we were never there. We all look at Google reviews, so go ahead and check out ours. We're proud of all our 5-star ratings. I would say we treat you like family, but some people don't like theirs. Go to BrandonRoofing.com today to schedule your free roof quote.
License number CCC 1328006.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
It's time to get up and go to the Jacksonville Fall RV Show, Thursday through Sunday, October 2nd through 5th at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center with hundreds of RVs on display with lifestyle booths and register to win $250 gift cards every day. It's Northeast Florida's largest RV show, Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 5, Sunday, 10 to 4. Adults, $10. Kids under 12, free. Seniors get half off on Thursday. Military and first responders, half off every day. It's the Jacksonville Fall RV Show.
Craving tacos? Take advantage of the amazing lunch specials at One Night Taco Stand. Get bold flavors and bang for your buck with the Taco Trio. Choose any 3 tacos for just $10.99. If you're looking for a Taco Tuesday special every day, then look no further than One Night Taco Stand. 3 Jacksonville locations: Mandarin, Orange Park, and Southside at Bay Meadows.
Football season is all about hanging at home and watching the big ball games. Well, if your AC and heating unit is letting you down and keeping those electric bills sky high, think about getting a new energy-efficient AC unit from Florida Home AC. They've got great deals on replacements plus rebates and incentives to make it more affordable. Call Florida Home AC at 777-4300 and get their expert staff to take a look. Football season is all about fun and playing for the win. Make sure you have the winning team on your side with Florida Home AC.
Hey, it's Rick Ballou. I just upgraded my home with fantastic floors, and the experience was incredible. Rusty and the team brought the showroom to me with their at-home consultation. The whole process was simple, the installation was top-notch, and the results, absolutely fantastic. Take it from me. Don't wait. Visit fanfloors.com and schedule your at-home consultation today. Fantastic floors, where every step is fantastic.
Fences come in all shapes and sizes. It's not just as simple as build me a fence. That's where Duval Fence steps in. They've got it all, from vinyl and aluminum to chain link and quality wood fencing. Duval Fence has been part of Jacksonville since the 70s, and their work stands up to the test of time. Companies come and go, but serving the community as a valued business partner means something to Duval Fence. Residential, commercial, large industrial projects. Check out DuvalFence.com for the local original fence company.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
1010XL and 92.5 FM congratulates our hometown Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. They won the National AAA Championship with a 9th inning walk-off home run to win 8-7 over Las Vegas.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. He's number 55.
Tom McManus.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. Superior products, exceptional service on 1010XL.
All right, we come down a few more segments to go in the building. That's right. Only murders in the building. We're gonna kill Dylan after the show today, and then try to solve the mystery.
That's a good plot.
We do have to catch you. Is that a good? I just gave it away though. I said we are gonna kill Dylan and try to figure out who did it.
Oh, right.
I probably should have said it.
Well, you don't know who
Should've
he is.
done it.
They don't. Whoever's listening doesn't know who we is.
True.
I mean, we don't have to be part
Could
of
be
we.
the royal we.
Yeah, it could be any we.
All of we who are tired of Dylan.
Yeah, a lot of it.
All right, so let's get to Dylan, today's 10-10 take.
10-10 take.
Now, Mike Dempsey's 10-10 take is serviced by Ideal Conditions Heating and Air, your go-to local HVAC company, veteran owned and operated.
All right, every Friday, Tom rolls through his tail of the tape, then we give you an X factor for the matchup. It's not necessarily the key to victory, but to me, this is the easiest ones we're going to have all year. It's Trayvon Walker's availability and ability. That's the X factor to me. This is a team, we looked at it yesterday, converting 39% of their third downs in Kansas City, but 90% on fourth down. Mahomes will extend that play and break your heart time after time after time. And how many you think he got him dead to rights? He's tough to get a hold of. Well, how tough will he be to get a hold of if you only have one functional hand, potentially? I think if Trayvon can play and play effectively, Jags have a really good chance to win this game. I think if he doesn't play, then I rightly place the Jags on the bottom line of my confidence picks. I would not be very confident in the outcome. To me, he's a massive X factor in this game, unless Smoot, somebody else, steps up on Monday night, gives you 2-3 pressures.
That kind of plays as the X factor there, though.
Yes,
it's kind of the position
do they get
as
that
the
production
X factor.
opposite Josh Hines Allen? That's a good way to put it, Tony. Who do you got, or what do you have?
Well, I would say, given, we've talked a lot about the passing game early on in the show this morning, right? So I would circle those two guys on the outside for the Jags as kind of the X factors for me. Can Brian Thomas Jr. or Travis Hunter have a coming out party for 2025 this week? Because they're playing a Chiefs team that odds are you're going to have one of those guys play like stars this week for you to have a chance to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Can one of them be the guy that does that for the first time this year?
What do you got?
I'm going Devin Lloyd, AFC Player of the Month, Defensive Player of the Month. And I do think, I've said it earlier, I'll say it again, but I think you can use him when not all the time, but as a spy on Mahomes to keep him from extended plays,
that kind of thing.
He can also rush, so keep that in mind. Maybe he's that X factor rushing a passer if Trayvon Walker can't go. Not that he'll play every down defensive end, but maybe he gets up on that edge and has a chance to rush the passer, which he's shown he can do. So I'm going Devin Lloyd, man. He's had a phenomenal year, and he's playing with a ton of confidence, as he should, and they love him. So it's great to see.
All right, we got some calls on the line. We'll get to them here in a sec, but Tony first going to give us an update around the league.
Now, gems around the NFL. Brought to you by Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
Baltimore quarterback Lamar Jackson missed practice for his second straight day yesterday as he continues to try to work through a hamstring injury. Carolina running back Chuba Hubbard missed practice again yesterday as well due to a calf injury. The expectation this morning is out that he will not be able to go this week for the Panthers. Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels was a full participant in practice for his second consecutive day. Washington has ruled out wide receivers Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown. They've both been ruled out this week. Deebo Samuel missed practice yesterday with a heel injury, and the New York Jets have placed running back Braylon Allen on their injured reserve.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. Let's knock out a few calls here as we get ready to head into the weekend. We know this, Jag's still going to be 3-1 when we're back here on the air on Monday.
That's right.
And let's go to John on the south side. John, thanks for your patience. What can we do for you this morning?
Yes, just listening to you guys and love your show, by the way. Thank you for taking my call. I guess because we haven't been winning as much, so we tend to fall in love with like the pretty girl type aspect, especially if we see another players having a good game and another team, and we're like, oh, we could have had that. When in reality, we do have them. We do have those type of players. It's all about the system. It's all about how we utilize them. If you take Travis Hunter from our team and place him on Kansas City Chiefs, he probably would have a coming out year right now. It just depends on how they're utilizing these players and putting them in the best positions. Case in point, we have Lloyd right now is having a phenomenal year. But that's because they have a better system. They're able to put him in a position where he can show his capabilities. Whereas last year, we were like, oh, this guy is terrible. He's a bust. He's whatever. So we do have those types of players. And my last point I would say is as far as Trevor Lawrence, he is not that guy. I keep hearing you guys make a lot of excuses for him. Not everybody, but quite a bit. We keep making, this coordinator. You had all these different coordinators over the years. So what? If you're a player, you are a player. It does not matter. You need to be able to make adjustments and adapt. You're not paying $55 million a year just for an average quarterback. Whether it's the stats, whether it's consistency, all of that has to go hand in hand. He cannot just be an average guy and we're paying $55 million a year. I don't know where that makes sense. Only in Jacksonville it does.
Well, it may not make sense, but it's the reality. I mean, you can say we cannot pay that. They're going to be paying that. Okay,
Miami paid Tua. I mean,
figure it out, right?
Part of the market,
and I get it, and that's fine. We let him go. What were your thoughts about what he was saying about Devin Lloyd?
Devin Lloyd was never a bust. Whoever said that? He had struggled in coverage. He was great against the run last year. He's a very physical guy, and he can rush. He's shown that. And he rushed when he had it. They called upon him. They didn't call it like this year. They're using him in that regard. But I think what they've done in the past game just simplified it for him. Sit more in the hole and just cover an area. If someone comes in it, you got him, you know. I will tell you this. On the throw to McCaffrey where it was incomplete and he was on the coverage, he did a really nice job in open field waiting for McCaffrey to cut and then cut right behind him. If the throw was perfect, he would have gotten beat. But he was right.
Perfect, he might have scored.
He might have scored, yeah. But he was right on his back. That's a tough guy to cover for anybody, especially for a tall guy like Devin Lloyd. So no, Devin Lloyd was no bust at all. He's just they're maximizing his capabilities, and he has too. He's shown up, man. He's another one. He's like ETN, man. He's one of those guys that said, "Hey, people counting me out. You talking about Ventrell Miller? No, it's my job, and he's earned it. And he's played great." All right,
let's go to Ben in Orange Park next up. Ben, go ahead.
Hey, guys. I want to pick the Jags so bad in this game coming up. Got a question for you. So on turnovers, I know we're leading the league in turnovers right now. What's the record for most turnovers in a season by the defense? And another question, do you think if we don't get more than 2 turnovers this game that we even have a chance in hell of winning?
Yeah. Do they have a chance in hell of winning? Yes, they do. Will they win without creating some turnovers? Maybe not.
Yeah.
You know, football's funny, man. You don't know how any game. Again, last night's perfect example.
Right.
Quarterback, top 3 receivers, tight end, gone.
Right.
Mac Jones, 340 yards or whatever he threw for last night, throwing a guy who was off the street.
Yeah.
As of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. So, can they win without the turnovers? Yeah. Will they? That'd be harder for sure.
Listen, our D-line has got to continue to play well, whether Trayvon's in there or not. Their offensive line can be had, in my opinion. We went through, their names are great, but they're not playing that well. They're not. You can get after them. You can hit that QB. If you can contain Mahomes, you got a chance.
Look, and I get it. Anybody who says, hey, we've relied on turnover. By the way, the record apparently is 63, at least in the modern era. Okay. In 84, the Seahawks had 63.
Oh, wow.
Right? There have been a couple of instances of 49 I saw, including the 2000 Ravens, you know. So getting 3 a game would put you on pace for 51. The Jags are a little over that pace, so they're like in that 53, 54
Pretty
pace.
Awesome. Yeah.
Very awesome.
Yeah.
Don't think they're going to get there. I would bet the under on 50 pretty heavily.
Yeah, there'll be a plateau probably at some point, but listen, we're riding it now, you know.
Absolutely.
And as we all know, how are they creating it? By that defensive front. They're making, some things happen up front, which is helping us on the back end and punching that ball out, man. It's a culture thing, man. It's coming secondhand nature, it seems.
Yeah, Alfred Collins would have been a good fit after all. with that punch-out play last night. All right, try to get a couple more in on the other side as we wrap it up for Hogan Road's version of 1010 XL, making the move on Monday. Tom McManus is here. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010 XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios.
Hey, Hicken here. Cooler weather right around the corner. So are you ready to float happy in the pool? Listen up. This month, Surfside Pools offering 10% on new pool heaters or heater replacements and installation. That's right, now is the time to upgrade your pool heating system and extend that swimming season for months of extra enjoyment. Only from Surfside Pools, the trusted name for expert pool service. Family owned and operated. Call 246-2666 or visit surfsidepool.net.
License number CPC 044080.
This is Jaguars Today Friday, brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks, and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it, we've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
This football season, make Hurricane Grill and Wings your game day getaway. Sip on handcrafted cocktails like the Millionaire Margarita or enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Game day drink specials are here all season. Find a location near you at hurricanewings.com.
Growing up in Jacksonville, I always associated Beards with an elevated experience, something that isn't your big box store.
Dr. Aryan Afshari talking about his experience at Beards Diamonds.
Every single time I've walked into Beards, I have felt confident. I have felt like I've been guided down the right path. I feel like no one is there to take my money and that they all have my best interest in mind.
When Dr. Afshari went into Beards Diamonds for his engagement ring, he was blown away by the selection.
We walked into Beards, they showed us a massive array of diamonds, of bands.
But they helped him narrow it down and even offered to customize a designer setting for a one-of-a-kind ring.
I showed them some inspirations and they really kind of knocked it out of the park. I think Megan still has the best ring out of all her friends.
Beards Diamonds. Unbeatable selection, direct importer prices, designer rings, no commission salespeople, and local owners.
I wanted something meaningful, and that's what I found at Beards.
Get the value and luxury experience you deserve. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, David again here with Royal Pet Services. It's that time of year when rodents start making their way into our homes. Layson, tell them what they need to get in.
A quarter-size hole.
That's right. That's all they need. Hey, tell them where to go for a free attic and exterior inspection.
Visit RoyalPetServices.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air, Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
It's getting real now. Final moments in the old place, the old plaza.
How long have we been here? 10-10. In this building.
On this building? I don't know.
2017, I think.
Is it 17?
17.
My favorite show was in 2017, honestly. And sorry you guys weren't there for it. It was the day. It's my best memory of this building is doing the show with Tyler Devitt after Saxonville was born. The 10 sack game. It's a hurricane.
Yep.
And we had the roads were mostly closed.
I was at my parents' house with the hurricane, and when I tried to go outside, the water was on the porch.
Tony couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Right.
I was staying in Julington Creek with my in-laws, and I was able to slowly navigate my way amongst the downed lines and all that. and we had no phone lines. So all we did, Tyler and I, was go off on how great the Jags played. I mean, 10 sacks, opening up, beating down Houston. Saxonville was born. The mayor was here. We had so much fun that day. And it was like, because they were so damn legit.
Yeah.
And I know this defense has caused a lot of turnovers. They got a long way to go, to me, to match that 2017 defense for overall impact. I mean, because sacks, are more consistent. They're going to quarterback pressure is going to travel better than turnovers will.
Well, they were returning some turnovers for touchdowns.
Scoring.
Yeah, they were scoring.
Yeah, scoring a bunch.
That defense was.
It was like one a game for a while.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So.
Like one a game, Tone. Like there were 5 games in a row. They scored a touchdown.
Yeah, what did they have? Like 7 or 8 that year, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah, it was insane.
Where they scored on defense. So, all right. Getting ready for the move on Monday and then Monday Night Football. Let's get Regina here under the wire. Regina, good morning. Duval, Regina.
Here's a good one for you. Out old in with you. One in the 49ers out west. Hadn't done that in a while. They beat the Houston Oilers. They hadn't done that in a while. You're moving. So let's get after Mahomes. Defense has got to keep it up. Whoever's on the field can't let up. And the offense, Trevor in particular, has got to take it up a notch. And go Jags!
Go Jags! And we are undefeated in the new building, by the way, so far.
That's right.
Just throwing it out there, all right?
And by the way, what are we, 0-7, 0-8 against the Chiefs the last 8 games? So this is a new year for that, too?
It's all new, Tom.
Yeah,
it's all brand new.
Spanking.
Turn over a new leaf.
That's
all
right.
Victory is ours. Okay, we've all picked them to win.
I say we meet them at the airport.
There we go. Let's go. All right, final caller on Jaguars today and the Hogan.
Oh, my gosh. This is nostalgic. I hope this caller realizes.
Good morning, Fan Cam.
Ben!
Hey, good morning, guys. Props for all the great years you guys have kicked butt in that building, and props to the Jags for our electric coming out party on Monday Night Football. It's going to be crazy in that stadium, and I wanted to get in one last Duval here in the old building. You guys ready?
Yes, you don't need to count us in. Just start it up.
Duval!
All right, Fan Cam. Thank you, brother. Now go take one of my trade offers that's sitting in your inbox.
I wonder how the boards are doing. I got to ask them. Our fantasy team.
I have no idea.
I know. We're going to.
I really don't.
I don't either.
I know this. I'm good in one.
Yeah.
I'm mediocre in one, and I'm pathetic in the other. That's where I'm at. 0-4. Jamal St. Cyr gave me the beating to drop me to 0-4
way to go, Jamal.
this week. So.
Tommy, if you were a real GM, you would have been with your other GM saying, I think we need to pick up Kendrick Bourne. I like the connection with Mac Jones.
I would have said that.
I was scooping up Michael Carter across the board the other day. Got him.
Yeah.
Probably sit on my bench and do nothing, but
yeah. Mac, who do you want to throw to? I don't know. How about that guy, Kendrick Bourne?
Kendrick Bourne.
Out there. Bring him in.
24 plus in fantasy last night. All right, that is going to do it for us for the most part here. I mean, the keys to victory. You can go read the timeline if you want to. Let's go beat the hell out of Patrick Mahomes on Monday Night Football. The nice thing is you can sit back and hope for some carnage, right? Raiders knock off the Colts. That would be fantastic.
That would be nice.
Ravens have a little pride.
Smash them down.
With Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And
Rush is on.
Get after the Houston Texans. And who cares what the Titans do, really? Honestly.
Yeah. I don't think this is the week they win, though, against AZ. Zona.
Zona's a weird team.
They are weird. But they've been playing tight, though, haven't they? They haven't been getting blown out. The losses, aren't they pretty close?
Pretty close.
Yeah. But that don't really mean nothing.
Yeah, your boy's throwing for like 110 yards a game. Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Hasn't been great.
Nah.
Hasn't been great.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not going to beat Arizona.
I don't know. Like,
okay.
I picked Arizona to win. We all in the middle of the pack like Arizona in terms of confidence, but they're going to win at some point.
All right.
Hopefully not against us.
Yeah.
All right, that as we get ready to wrap it up for good here in the 9117 Hogan Road location, let's welcome in XL Primetime.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Joe C. Joe C. not at home in the lovely, cozy confines today, Hogan Road. Where is XL Primetime holding court today?
We're in the ViStar Patriots Outpost. I'm sitting right next to Chris, who served in our armed forces back in the day. He's got him a Michelob Ultra right now. He's no longer surfing. But we were right behind a beautiful par 3 green, and then you step to the tee at 8. So 7 and 8, and they got the Circle K where if there's a birdie made here, you get the cash. Oh, so they are going to cash in on some cold beers coming up, Mike.
All right, fantastic, man. The Constellation Furican Friends Golf Tournament out of Timuquana. I know Tom will be out there with helmets and heels later on this afternoon, Joey, and plenty to dig into. Mac Jones was brilliant last night. You got Florida with a big game with Texas coming in. You got Florida State, Miami. You've got the Jags on Monday Night Football. You got baseball playoffs. I mean, there's just a lot for you to choose from.
Yeah, endless. And the weather actually does look pretty good right now. So hopefully anyone who is coming out, they can take the ferry across or they can come out here to Timuquana. We should have decent weather. But you're right. All those big games, Mac Jones, give him credit. What he did last night, they almost broke him in half several times. So we're going to get in all those games and then obviously make some picks. Coach Campo, Brian O'Halloran, all ahead from the ViStar Patriots Outpost here at Furican Friends.
Love it, man. Have a great show, Joey, and a great weekend.
All right, Mike. Thank you. You too.
Thank you, buddy. There he goes, Joe C. What are you guys going to do for Sunday?
A lot of red zone.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get up early and make sure that I don't have any issues with Minnesota and Cleveland kicking off in London.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought about playing a little golf, but it does. It doesn't look like it's going to be a great right. No? I don't think so.
Yeah, my weekend, I'm more focused on my plan for tomorrow. With the Vandy Alabama game, it is the biggest game Vandy has played maybe in my life.
Yeah,
like regular season game that Vandy has played seriously in my life. They got a chance to maybe move to a borderline top 10 team if they win this game tomorrow on the road against Bama. They beat them when they were number 1 last year. It's a massive game. The quarterback for Vanderbilt's getting shady Heisman talk right now. It is crazy town.
Revenge of the Nerds.
In Nashville right now, and I have no idea how to feel about it, but I got to figure out where I'm going to be watching it tomorrow.
Nice.
All right.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
What do you got cooking?
Tomorrow I'm going to, my wife's doing the warm-up for a 5K walk run tomorrow downtown.
The warm-up?
Yeah, warming the runners up.
Oh.
Her company, her board 30. So I'm going to join her. I'm like, I'll go warm up with you. Do a little walking.
As long as I don't have to run, right?
I'm not going to run.
I'll warm up.
I might backwards skip,
one of the all-time great warmer-uppers.
I'm a good warmer-upper, man.
Pretty good stretcher.
I'm a very good stretcher, still to this day.
There you go.
Yeah,
I remember the first time in my 20s
you big baby.
when I started stretching before playing pickup basketball, and I thought I was so damn old, man. I was like 22. I'm like, I'm stretching my calves. I'm like, what is going on here?
You got to stretch the
Used to just be able to roll out of bed and play all day, but...
My brother sent me a picture, him and I at the Wisconsin's training camp, Stevens Point, and I showed it to my girls. It was 30 years ago. I'm like, this is what your dad used to look like. Total stud. Total stud.
Total piece of work here. All right, Denmark, enjoy your night off from Baldwin football.
Yes, sir.
And we'll get back after it again on Monday in the new digs. For Tony Smith, Tom McManus, still in Denmark, I'm Mike Dempsey. XL Primetime on location. You got Helmets and Heels on location. Is the Frangie show out there as well today? I don't believe they are. What's that story, Dylan?
I think so.
You do think so. Okay. Well, either way, great coverage. A lot to choose from this week. Everybody enjoy your day without the Jags, a little stress-free, and we'll get ready to Monday to put all the positive vibes out there and take them down. The Chiefs, that is, on Monday Night Football. Have a great one. We'll talk to you from the new locale on Monday on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Well, it's really fun to watch. Can't wait to see it next Monday against Kansas City Chiefs.
Huge one for us. Great to be back at home. Need everybody. Need all of Duval, all of Jacksonville to come to that game. Let's go.